and she does her act of kindness. And she finds an employee who's looking pretty upset, under distress. She finds out that this employee doesn't know what she's going to do, and she might end up quitting her job. And Laura says to her, when I don't know what to do and I'm upset, I just smile. Now, I want you to imagine this for a minute. I want you to imagine you being an employee, being overwhelmed, being upset, wanting to quit your job, and somebody is kind and says something nice to you. And then, a week later, this employee tracks you down and hands you a gift. And in that gift is Epsom salts and chocolate. Well, this employee grabs Laura and hugs her and starts to cry. He says, nobody has ever treated me that way before. This is Munyan. Munyan was on Ontario Works, which is welfare, for a long, long time. Her job was to take care of her husband, who was an industrial accident, and unfortunately passed away, and she needed to go back to work. But Munyan got a job at White Oaks as a housekeeper. Now, how many of you hire housekeepers here? Anybody? Or maybe you are a housekeeper. It's hard work, and it's hard to recruit, and it's hard to keep really good ones. Well, Munyan, about three months after she started, she was in one of my training, and she came to me after and she said, I love my job. I love it here. She said, Laurie, do you know, right after I started the first week, this was the hardest job I've ever done. I mean, it's backbreaking. The hardest job I ever did, and I wanted to quit, but I knew I couldn't. And then this employee, she comes up to me. She was so nice. She said, you know what I do? I just smile. So I went home to my family that night. She says, I am not quitting. I am going to smile and I'm going to stick it out. She said, next week, that employee came. She tracked me down. She gave me a gift bag, and inside it was Epsom salts and chocolate. Now, think about the impact. I went and I said to Laura, wow. Laura said, Laurie, if you didn't give me that assignment, if I didn't make kindness intentional, I probably wouldn't even have noticed that she was upset. If you didn't make me intentional, I probably wouldn't have stopped and even had a conversation with her. Because you know what? We don't do that. Munyan said, if Laura didn't stop and talk to me that day, I probably wouldn't be working there any longer. Think about the impact. You that run business, culture is extremely important, and there's a direct result with the customer experience. When your team is engaged and they love what they do and they support each other and there's trust, you can build on that, and it makes a strong business.